service. What is up, listeners? Welcome back to another episode of the Full Service Podcast. I am Tank Smith, your host. Today is episode 40. Thanks for being here. Shout out to my guest from last week, Amy Taylor. If you have not listened to last week's episode, give it a listen. My guest is Los Angeles-based companion, model, pilot, member of Mensa, Amy Taylor. It was a lot of fun. Go give it a listen. If you haven't checked it out, make sure it's one on the list. If you have not yet, make sure you are following Amy on Twitter at AmyTaylor1, on Instagram at AmyTaylorLA. While you are there, we are also on Instagram. We are also on Twitter at FullServicePod. My personal Instagram and Twitter at TankFunkadelic. If you enjoy the podcast, if you're like, hey Tank, I like what's happening here, what can I do? Subscribe. If you could give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening to us on, that would be great. If you could write us a review, that would be even better. I'd love you forever. We recently got stickers for the podcast. If you want a sticker, you might have seen them on Instagram. You might have seen them at a bar. You might have seen them on a stop sign, perhaps a light pole, maybe like a power electrical box. Maybe the ground, maybe on a window perhaps, maybe on a toilet seat, maybe on the back of a toilet, maybe like on a mirror, and you're like, oh, full service, I love that podcast. Hey, hit me up, I got you. DM me, and while supplies last, I got you. I will send you a sticker. Let me know, it'll be a good time. Well, no, thanks for being here. Today, episode 40. Oh my God, it's crazy. I can't believe we're here. This is amazing. It's a solo episode. Oh boy. If you're like, God damn it, Tank, you lured me in with a podcast and now you're telling me it's a solo. Hey, at the end of the last episode, I did say that it was going to be a solo episode, okay? So, if you're upset by that, then, hey, let's go listen to another episode. We got lots of episodes happening. You know, this is number 40. We got 39 other ones. So, hey, go check out another episode. Hit me next week. I got a hot interview for you. It'll be good. Who's it going to be? I'm not telling. It's going to be a surprise. You'll have to find out via Instagram or Twitter. Hey, give us a follow. I know it's just keep plugging it. I'm actually recording this from my car. If you want a visual of what's happening right now, I have my mic hooked up to the clamp arm. The clamp arm is then connected to my steering wheel, and the car is off. I'm in Georgia right now. It is summertime, maybe. It feels hot, and it is super humid in this car right now. So sometimes you gotta suffer for your art, and I'm a big proponent of that. But no, thanks for being here. It's always hard to know what to talk about, you know? Like, it seems like the world is just, like, increasingly more serious, you know? It's like, shit is... Coronavirus was happening there for a while, apparently. Now that the cops are killing black people, that has overtaken coronavirus. So, hey, is corona still a thing? I really don't know. They say cases are rising, but I don't really know anybody that has it currently. So hey, you know, maybe it's the old 5G happening. I don't know. Shit's crazy. I got a couple reviews. Written recently. I'm gonna attempt to read those. I know how much the listeners love to find out how good my reading comprehension skills are. So this is a review written on the 24th of May. 5 stars. Hey, if you write a review, let's hit it with the 5 stars. That's beautiful. I really appreciate that. The title is A Great Look into the Industry. Tank does a great job in his interviews, and I love to hear from so many different people's views and experiences in escorting and companionship. This podcast has helped change my views of sex work and how many opportunities it provides for providers and clients. I appreciate that. That's really nice. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. I almost got through it completely without fucking it up, but you know, we're out here. We're having fun. I had another review on May 27th. 5 stars. Ooh boy. Hey, these people They really know what's up. I respect their points of views. Okay. This next review says, "Great podcast with wonderful insight." Oh, I like this already. Tank does a great job having solid conversation with wonderful guests. Definitely share and subscribe. Oh my god. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's fucking makes me smile. It makes my heart smile. Man, I'm like I said, I'm recording this from my coach. It is currently Monday. I I normally record in my room or like at an apartment or like a hotel room. First time in the car. Um, but yeah, why am I doing this? I'm doing an interview like in a like I guess like an hour, and I was like, well, I guess tomorrow is Tuesday. I probably should record something. But I got to get to the interview on time, so let's record this shit in the car. At least I'm not driving right now. I'm just parked in the parking lot of Bone Garden Cantina, right over by Topgolf in old West Midtown. It's just plugging places. But no, thanks for being here this week. Yeah, it's Monday. I have June 15th. I have not done stand up since March 10th, which I did a little calculating, and that's like 97 days since I've done stand up, which is fucking insane. That's the longest break since I started like 5 years ago. I don't know. It's fucking wild. I went to a stand up show on Saturday at Highland Inn. If you're familiar with the Atlanta comedy scene, One Up Comedy produces a show, 10 Buck Comedy, that's at the Highland Ballroom every Friday, Saturday nights. They usually have two shows. They're not sponsoring the podcast, but I'm plugging in. If you want to see some live comedy, shit is happening. Corona's over, baby. Like I said, was Corona real? Who knew? But it was real. But yeah, comedy's happening in Atlanta again. So if you want to see a show, fucking every Friday, Saturday nights, follow One Up Comedy on like Instagram and Facebook maybe, and you'll get alerted to all new shows. But comedy is back. It's happening. Over the weekend, I guess maybe it was Friday, Dave Chappelle released a special on YouTube entitled 846 for the 8 minutes and 46 seconds that the police officer was on George Floyd's neck. And he talks about that, and fucking it's a great special. If you haven't, it's not really funny, but he spits some real shit. So if you're trying to go, you probably heard this. This is not news. Like, if I feel like every time Dave Chappelle drops some shit, people are like, "Oh my god!" But if you've not watched it, fucking go watch that shit. It's so goddamn powerful. I think it's crazy. Just like now, how the news has kind of shifted from like coronavirus to like Black Lives Matter, and it's like picked up steam all over the country. People have been protesting. I protested a couple weeks ago. I need to get back out there again, honestly, because a dude was just shot and killed in Atlanta like a couple days ago in a Wendy's parking lot. I'm sure you guys probably seen that. Dude's running away, gets fucking shot in the back, and then the Wendy's burned down. Which, hey, sometimes you got to burn down a Wendy's to get your point across. That's how I feel. I don't know how y'all feel out there. I'm just we're having fun. Just like sometimes you got to burn down like a loot at Target, maybe the Gucci store, and Wendy's. Hopefully people don't hopefully this doesn't keep happening. But it seems like people are starting to be like, oh wait, it seems like the cops are like using like deadly force without consequence, and we're just now hearing of this, which is which is so funny to me, because this shit is like police brutality has been fucking happening to minorities since fucking there were cops, like fucking 60s. They were fucking beating the shit out of people that were fucking protesting. So and it's been happening. Like, people, like, I don't. It's crazy to me that maybe people don't know about it, or it takes like cell phones to get police brutality in the forefront. To people who are like, oh wow, we had no idea that they were just killing people, and then that's everything's always justified because people they're just like, oh yeah, my boy, he had to use deadly force. His life was in fucking danger. And of course, police officers' words are they're way more heavily than just a regular person, because why would they make up lies? It's going hard. We're having fun. How y'all doing? I am sweating my ass off in my car right now. It is so fucking hot. but I'm feeling good. I got an email. See, I'm just improvising this episode right now. If I make it to 15 minutes, I am fucking happy. Because right now I'm like, I got fucking nothing. I'm rolling, baby. We're in and out, and I'm fucking sweating. It's hot as fuck. But I got an interview in like an hour, so it'll be a good time. I actually did an interview earlier today as well. 2 in one day, and one last week. We're rolling. Full service podcast, full steam ahead. I'm gonna have to turn on the AC. Oh my god, fuck. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Hey, are you driving right now? You walking? Hey, keep walking. Keep that heart rate up. Keep burning those calories. I got an email earlier today from this dude. I felt like it'd probably be helpful, but he's like he's new. He's trying to get into seeing escorts for the first time, and he reached out. So he basically said, what are the normal screening requirements, and could you give me any advice as a client on how to be most respectful and how to do things in the most professional manner possible? So hell yeah, Doc. Hey, thanks for reaching out, dude. I really appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the podcast. But yeah, in terms of screening requirements, they vary really from person to person. It can vary from somebody just wanting to talk to you on the phone to somebody wanting like a picture of your ID with your name and face, somebody wanting a link to your LinkedIn profile, maybe a screenshot of your social media, maybe a business card, maybe an email from your like work email, maybe a reference from people you have seen previously. So it really varies from person to person, but once you kind of find the person you want to see, make sure you check their ads, see what kind of screening they need. If it doesn't list it, when you're reaching out to them, be like, hey, make it as easy as possible. I've said this before multiple times. Make it as easy as possible for that person that you want to see to book you. You know, because they're getting messages, mad messages all day long. All day long, people are getting messages. Hey, you avail. Actually interviewed the chick I interviewed earlier today. Shout out Charlie. Thanks for coming on the podcast. Hers will be in a couple weeks, but she's in Wales. She gets you about. I never even thought about that. British people saying you about. Hey, it still doesn't work. It doesn't. No one is ever about. Okay, so or a boot if you're in Canada. But oh boy, security car just drove behind me. Well, oh, we're good. But yeah, make it as easy as possible for the person that you want to see to book you. So make sure if they have their rates available on their ad, don't reach out asking like, oh hey, how much for an hour? It says right there on the ad, dog or lady. It says right there on the ad. Know when you reach out to them, possibly a time and date that you want to see them. Be like, hey, I'm Tank Smith. I'm a comedian in Atlanta, Georgia. I found your ad here. I'd like to book you for an hour, for 2 hours, on this date, on this time. Are you available? If they have on their website what their screening process is, what kind of like screening info they need, maybe references, maybe your LinkedIn, provide that in the initial email to that person if you want to see them. It just makes it easier. So you reach out, say, hey, I want to book this time. They already have their screening information. They get back to you and they're like, okay, cool, hell yeah, let's set this shit up. Done in like 3 or 4 messages. You know, we don't need 15 messages to lock it down. I recently sold a Jägermeister metal sign on Facebook, and we went back and forth. I'd say this sign was $20, and we went back and forth. Maybe it was like 20 messages we exchanged. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's this hard to fucking sell a goddamn sign on Facebook? We gotta make this shit easier, okay? So if you're messaging a provider, let's cut down on the messages. Let's get this shit booked quick, you know? You know what you need? You need screening information. And if you were nervous and you're like, oh God, oh fuck, I don't know if I want to send my personal information to this person. If you are on the fence about whether or not you want to screen, you're not going to be able to see that person, because that is ultimately the way that they feel safe seeing you. Like, they want to make sure that you're not a fucking psychopath, and that if you've seen other people and you're not a cool dude, then they fucking know that shit. So don't hesitate to screen. If you don't want to screen, then you're not going to be able to see the person that requires the required screening. So hey, just be cool. It's really not bad. But yeah, when you reach out, whenever you send an email, I'm teaching the world. Whenever you send an email, just make that shit have as much information as possible, but also concise. We don't need to read. We don't need to read 3 paragraphs. We gotta get what's going on here. You want to book this person for this amount of time on this date. Here's the information you need. Boom, baby, we're good. It's a truly beautiful thing. It is so hot right now, man. But hey, I appreciate. I told y'all I don't know if I said this. I've recorded this like a couple times now. Let's call this a mini episode. This is a mini episode of the Full Service Podcast. I'm feeling good about it. But no, like I mentioned earlier, this whole like Black Lives Matter, it's kind of taking the forefront in U.S. media, which is pretty cool. But it's truly incredible to see like all the different ages and people and shit that are protesting, which is fucking dope. It's truly crazy to see like how really like police brutality has not changed. Like if you listen to Dave Chappelle, Killing Him Softly, 2001, he talks about police brutality. Shit, it's fucking 2020 and like this fucking not shit has changed. Just fucking except for cell phones, which is that's really that's really the main thing that's changed. I feel like I have a joke about like a country music joke about getting pulled over and playing country music to basically deter cops from killing me, which I feel like is a good thing. Because once you just like, all it is just like if you recognize my humanity by seeing the things that we have in common rather than fucking, differences, then we'll be fine, But judging people based on their fucking race is some bullshit, okay? So I figure I'm about to fucking get out of here. It's hot as fuck in this car. I'm gonna play this country music bit. I'll be back. I'll be back next week. I got an interview for you. Who's it gonna be? I'm not fucking saying shit. This is gonna be a secret interview. But if you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, you'll know because I'll announce it probably this week at some point. But no, I appreciate you being here. Fucking, this is episode 40 is a short one, baby. We're clocking it in. This is gonna be like maybe like 22, 23 minutes. We'll fucking see. This is great. It's so hot in my car right now. This is truly unbearable. But I hope wherever you're at, it's not as hot as what I'm experiencing right now. I'm sweating so much. But hey, I'm in America, baby. Hey, how y'all doing? I got some links in the Libsyn page. I have a GoFundMe for the employees of Goodnight's Comedy Club. I have a link to a GoFundMe for George Floyd and GoFundMe for Breonna Taylor. So if you want to donate, that'd be fucking super dope. I'll also have a link to the Atlanta Solidarity Fund. It's for bail money for people who have been arrested protesting, as well as they connect people with lawyers, which is a great thing. So if you're able to donate to any of those causes at this time, fucking beautiful. That'd be amazing. If you're not able to, hey, I completely understand. I don't have a job. I'll be eating food off paper plates and shit. So you know how I do. But goddamn, hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Fucking episode 40. Oh, it's a short one. I hope your Tuesday's beautiful. I hope the rest of your week's beautiful. And yeah, this is my this is my country music joke. It's so funny. My parents like, I feel like ever since I was a little kid, it's like they're like, hey, fucking watch out for the cops. Like fucking just watch, like fucking if they tell you to do fucking anything, you fucking do it, And I feel like that fear of police was really just drilled into me from like a young age, because like, I don't know, I feel like you just know that you will get fucked up by the cops. Like if you run or anything, like if you make, like they just like want to beat the shit out of you just because you made them run to chase you down. So I'm not really trying to do that. So Yeah, I feel like I've been doing a lot of like fucking like race and like just police shit like right before the whole like Corona shit happened. So this joke has been I've been doing this joke for fucking like probably like 3 years, but it seems to work every time because police brutality is like a constant thing. So if you would to write a joke that like definitely will work in the next 5 years, write a joke about police brutality because shit is it's in fashion. It's oh boy. I feel good. I hope y'all have a great week. I hope everything's all right wherever you're at. Fucking hey, Corona, is it still happening? Yes. Will it get me? Probably. Will they mourn my death? Will I become a martyr and a hero? Ha ha ha. That's what I need y'all for. So if you enjoy the podcast, make sure you're subscribed on whatever platform you're listening to us on. If you could write a review, 5 stars, beautiful. That'd be amazing. We're on YouTube now, so also go to YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed. But no, episode 40, it's done. It's in the books. I should stop talking. Hey, this is my bit about country music, and then we got the outro. Fucking, I will see y'all next Tuesday. Got an interview for you. It's going to be hot. It's going to be awesome. Fucking, hey, later. I'm a country music fan. Anybody else? Oh, yes. Like ice hockey, country music's an untapped resource for the black community. I feel like we need to embrace it more, you know? I listen to country music strategically. Only during traffic stops, yes. Well, yeah. Has anybody in here heard of a black dude being shot by the cops while listening to a Tim McGraw CD? It's never happened, ever. And it doesn't matter what you look like. I'm talking possibly Hispanic to 80% cacao, that entire spectrum. If you get pulled over and you're listening to country music, at worst you're getting a warning, at best a new friend. It can happen, it does happen. Personally, I use the Garth Brooks Greatest Hits CD. It's my expecto patronum for police officers. I got pulled over the other day as a cop's walking up to my car, popping the CD, go to track number 2, Friends in Low Places, classic. Roll down the window and I start singing. Put it all on my roots. I showed up in boots. Hello, officer. Officer doesn't miss a beat. He's like, and ruined your black tie affair. We just duetted the rest of the song, pounded it out. He's like, you're good to go. It works every single time. It's amazing. Unless it's a black cop. You don't want to do that. He will shoot you. He's like, obviously this car is stolen. There's no way this guy owns that many Garth Brooks CDs. Guys, I'm in Tank Smith. Thank you so much. Full service.